Because having to pay someone to manage your YouTube channel, I feel like it ruins the whole like appreciation for your audience, because you technically paid for your audience. You didn't like naturally find them. I don't know. That's the way I see things. Because I have a way of thinking that isn't common, and these detailing companies don't want you to think like that, because that means you're a free thinker. And these companies don't like free thinkers, because then they realize some products are actually BS. I had a hard time getting out of my comfort zone because I too was brainwashed with chemical guys. All they do is tell you to buy this and that, new product alert, new product alert. Yeah, you're a subscription. That's all you were to them. You're just a subscription. You're not a community-driven client. You're nothing to them. They don't know you.
All right, hey guys, it's Cardo. Welcome to the first ever wash and talk video for the channel. Now, this is going to be a very simple wash of my 2021 Mercedes Metris cargo van. It's been neglected for a bit of time ever since its detailing video that I posted not too long ago. I'll make sure to post that up in the corner. This is mostly going to be like a pretty much maintenance type of wash. I'm not going to pull out all the brushes, all the chemicals. It doesn't need any sort of crazy attention, but just a simple wash just to get it back into mint conditions. And I'm gonna be walking over with you guys how I wash my van, do a maintenance, and just talk with you guys. After all, it is a wash and talk. So satisfying visuals paired with some narrative commentary. So let's get started. Alright, so this is pretty much all that I'm going to use. I'm not going to use any crazy, like, I don't know, products going on. I do have a reason why I have an eye remover and a couple of polishing equipment. I'll explain that in a bit. So for this detail, just for the wash part, I will be using Meguiar's Citrus APC, AM Details Bubbles and Foam, which is going to be like a pre-treatment and a contact wash, and then just a couple of wash mitts and the brush for the wheels and tires, and their appropriate buckets. Now, for the polisher and the iron remover, I'm actually going to get a partial of my van wrapped, so I need to remove the wax that I applied onto it, or not the wax, the sealant. I did apply Geon Cure, if you guys remember from that video that I did not too long ago. It's tough to remove that chemically, so I'm going to have to use some chemical and abrasive methods to get that sealant removed, so that way the wrap can be applied on the van. And I'll show you guys how I'm gonna do that whole process. So yeah, this is pretty much everything that I'm going to use. Oh, and then I have my Flex PXE 80, two white finishing pads, and some, what is it? Oh, Kosh Chemi's Fine Cut, and then a Chemical Guy's yellow clay bar. Not too much going on right here, but just enough to get the surface fully prepped. So let's get straight to it. Now, you guys don't see me often pulling out all of my equipment. I usually have it already staged, already prepped and all that stuff. But in case you guys don't know, I do use a DI tank. It just makes my life so much easier. And also because I have like pretty hard water. It's like around 300 ppm. It's not fun to use that stuff when you're in the drying process, especially in direct sunlight. It's, yeah, just a pain. So I might as well just avoid everything and just use a DI tank. And man, gotta love these expandable garden hoses. I know some people complain about them like, oh, they break too easily. Well, if they break too easily, you're probably not using it correctly. You're probably whapping it too aggressively on something or yanking on the cord too much. People just always seem to complain about the little things, but we don't take into account how you should properly take care of it. And if you want a better work style, then just take care of your stuff. Simple. Now, you guys probably, you guys already seen my pressure washer cart, but this time I'm not going to use the cart, mainly because I'm using a different hose, and I've been enjoying it so far. This is a Krenzel 1322 TS. I do have it dialed down to 1000 psi. That's just the sweet spot for me. And honestly, I don't think going any higher you'll get any benefits. You're just using friction from the water. I'd much rather do contact washing and letting the chemicals do the work than having abrasive water. So I'd much rather just protect my vehicle a little bit more. And as for the hose, I'm using a Krenzel hose. I think this one's like 35 feet. I'm not too sure, but man, I love this hose. It's so light. Yes, I know it's thin. It's not, you can't compare this to the Cobra Jet hose, but My God, it's so thin, it's so light, it's so easy to move around. I probably might have to do some switches to my to my detailing cart, or my pressure washer cart, sorry. I'm just gonna run the water in. I think that should be enough. There we go. Now I'm not gonna power the machine just yet because I am gonna work on the wheels and tires, and I honestly I don't need the pressure just yet. I am gonna be using my EcoFlow battery. I'm not gonna call it a generator because I know people are gonna easily call that generator. It's not a generator, it's a giant battery, so get that out of your head. So yeah, I'm just gonna demo it. I'm not gonna show you guys all the details, how long it runs, all that stuff. I do have a dedicated video for that. It's not gonna be a product review, but more of a showcase. So yeah, just don't go asking me any questions just yet. I will answer all of them later down the line. That's the cool thing if you watch Wash and Talks. You get to see behind the scenes, see how things work, and just have a casual wash with me. Today is Sunday, by the way. I don't think I stated that. A nice Sunday wash with you guys as we just have chill vibes. Actually, I'm not even ready to go. Sorry about that. I need to fill my wheel bucket and my wash bucket. I'm not going to pull out the hose just because I already filled this up. I'll just use the pressure or the water from the nozzle directly. Now, I'm not going to be using active wheel cleaners or dedicated tire degreasers. I'm just going to be using somewhat gentle APC, and for lubrication I'm just going to be using some regular car soap. This is AM Details Bubbles. Man, I love this soap so far. It smells great. It's not like those cheap blueberry scented products. It foams nicely, you don't need much, and it just feels luxurious. I don't know, it's very weird to say. It feels luxurious, and funny because that's literally what it says, Bubbles luxury car shampoo. So yeah, love this stuff right here. Just gonna use it for lubrication and then APC for the wheels and tires. No need for aggressive cleaners, none of that stuff. This is a simple wash and it doesn't need anything crazy. Alrighty, I'm gonna start on the first wheel. And as for how I'm going to do this, I'm just going to be using a regular pre-treatment. I'm not going to do anything meticulous. I'm just going to spray some APC on the wheels and tires just to get it all in good condition. Get that nasty grease off without touching the vehicle. Why do I feel like something's missing? Something's missing. Oh, I forgot my gloves. How do I forget the gloves? The most important part of any wash or detail. Well, I mean, yeah, you could wash without your gloves. You could do whatever you want, honestly. But I have hyperhidrosis on my hands. In case some of you guys don't know, hyperhidrosis is excessive sweating from, well, whatever part of your body it could be. It could be from the armpits, the feet, the thighs, the neck, the hands, the face. For me, it's on the hands, and because of that excessive sweating, I have to drink a lot of water, but also because the sweat is quite acidic, it does dry the crap out of my hands, and using strong cleaners on my hands is a no-go because then my skin will crack very badly, and I have to use plenty of lotion to keep it hydrated. So wearing gloves is a must for me, and I think it's been like 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, it's been like 2 minutes. I think it's good to go now. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what's on this car. Now, from the video that you guys saw, I did apply Dr. Beasley's matte tire dressing, but I've been doing a couple maintenance washes on it, and when I cleaned the tires one time, they were pretty dry because I did use a strong cleaner. So the tire dressing that's on it right now is Gion's Tire Express. I love that dressing so much. It smells like a coconut. It smells like a cocadas. In case you guys, anybody from the California region, if you know what a cocada is, delicious coconut candy or a pastry, I think. So yeah, we're gonna start the cleaning process. Actually, it wouldn't hurt to apply a little bit more APC
and apply some pressure with my long reach brush. Carter, why aren't you using a dedicated tire brush? Well, this is just a maintenance wash, and honestly, man, I don't really want to be dedicating too much time on this van. This is a maintenance wash. It doesn't need that crazy amount of attention, and because I added so much sealant, so much protection on the vehicle, you don't need to do an excessive amount of cleaning, because on the wheels and tires, if you protect it just enough, you can even do touchless or simple rinses like this. You don't need to do excessive amount of a dedicated tire cleaner or an active wheel cleaner. You don't need all of that stuff. If you simply add a durable tire dressing or a good spray sealant onto the wheels and tires, then you're set. You don't need to wash your car that often. Well, I can't, because I live in California and the water regulations are pretty brutal right now. So I can't be out here washing my car excessively. Nor do I want to, because it's starting to get cold and I don't want to catch a cold. All right, there we go. Most of the brake dust is gone. I can still see some inside the barrels, but honestly, how can you even stick your hand in there? The brush doesn't even fit in there. So I think that's perfectly fine. It's clean. Man, the sealant is doing great. I added some Geon wet coat to this, and man, none of the brake dust was able to stick onto it. And it's been like, God, like almost a month, I think. That's impressive. A month of driving and the brake dust couldn't stick on. That's impressive. Now I'm just gonna move you guys over for a different camera angle. Whoa! I guess it's nice that you guys see how I move you guys around for the wash, because not many people take into consideration about that for detailers on YouTube. Because yes, it's nice to see the satisfying visuals, camera angles, but it's kind of stressful at the same time, because then you have to worry about the lighting, the audio, where the camera is, how far it's zoomed in, how close is the camera physically. When you apply the pre-treatment, are you in the shot? Is what you're applying in the shot? Yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into detailing as a YouTube channel. I think I'm only going to show you guys for 2 tires. There's really not much to talk about here. Yeah, this is just my general procedure. While I would do a pre-treatment on all 4 tires at the same time, just for the camera's sake, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk with you guys in the meantime. So far, the channel's going pretty good so far. Yeah, I'm not growing as quickly as, should I say some names? If you're in the detailing community, I'm sure you've seen some channels suddenly explode because there's someone managing those channels. Yes, while I don't grow as quickly as them, I like to go the slow and steady route, because I know my audience were naturally found. You guys naturally found me, and I appreciate that, guys. I'm glad that you guys are willing to stay with me on my adventures, because having to pay someone to manage your YouTube channel, while yes, it can grow your business or your channel a lot quicker, I feel like it ruins the whole appreciation for your audience, because you technically paid for your audience. You didn't naturally find them. I don't know. That's the way I see things. Because if I knew I was going to grow a large audience, it'd be nice to feel that you worked for it, that you actually got those people, instead of paying someone to give you subscribers and views. Because if you notice, those channels that pay for subscribers and views, they reach a certain point where they can't go any further, because whoever's managing their channel can't get them to be as successful, because, well, unfortunately, it's the sad truth, but they all do the same type of videos, the same clickbaity kind of ones. And yes, while they do deliver on what they're trying to talk about, it's the same copy paste content, and it's not very inspiring when you are literally no different than like 8 other detailers doing the same exact content as you. So it ruins the originality, it ruins the community engagement that you have, and at the end of the day you just end up paying for views that, realistically speaking, aren't too sure if you actually earn them or not. So if you're going to start a YouTube channel, do not worry about the subscribers or the views. Put out what you think is right. Don't go paying for views. That's the worst thing you can do for your channel. And while yes, we can have a long 3-hour conversation about whether it's right or wrong, honestly, man, if you take the time and energy in your craft and you want to show video about your craft, I say show the world, man. Don't pay someone to show it for you, because you're just giving them money for something that you worked so hard for. Earn it yourself. That's what I think. Yeah, I think I'll just show you guys the rest right here, because I am talking quite a bit. I like this style of video. I can feel more relaxed. I'm not in a rush. I'm not trying to nail the shots. So yeah, right now I don't have my main camera. This is my iPhone 13 Pro. Yeah, iPhone 13 Pro. And let me know what you guys think about the video quality. I've never done a full video on my phone. No, but back to the conversation about YouTube. My channel is growing pretty well. I do like to do different types of videos, because I always think to myself, look at the detailing community, look at everyone, look at every channel that you know. There are some popular channels out there, really popular channels out there. Pan the Organizer, Miranda Detailing, Chicago Auto Pros, Obsessed Garage, the Jimbo, I don't know the full name of his channel. Josh, I forgot the name of the channel. It's Josh. I know it's Josh. And yeah, and Car Cleaning Guru. Man, I love his videos. There's a lot of popular channels, but if you look closely at what they're doing, it is different. All of their videos are unique. They're very expressive on how they introduce themselves, what type of videos they want to talk about. They're very unique. So if you're going to make a channel and you want it to be a career, be different, man. Don't follow the pack. Yes, you can be inspired by them, but do not copy what they're doing. Try to have your own twist on the subject. Try to be creative or cover subjects that are different. My goodness, I forgot to apply APC because I got carried away. So yeah, try to be yourself. I try my best. I know on my first couple of videos, my style of recording was very familiar to a lot of people. It's because I loved the way Car Cleaning Guru does his videos. He takes the time to get those shots. He explains what he does. He does not hold back on his opinions on how to wash the car. He shows certain techniques that are often not well spoken about because people are just too afraid to show it in front of the camera, and then they'll think like, oh, he's a fraud. Oh my god, no, don't get it from him. Well, that's what I like about him. Great cinematic shots, and he has great cinematography and narration. His voice is very crisp too. I'm trying my best to be different as possible. I am inspired by Miranda Detailing, Pan the Organizer, Obsessed Garage, and Car Cleaning Guru. But I also want to give my own take on detailing as well, giving my opinions in the most unfiltered, unbiased manner, while trying to be as mature as possible, because I do like to be a bit expressive, but sometimes it could backfire on me. I think that's just with everyone too. I'll try to be expressive about my product reviews. I've been called out numerous of times. Honestly, I'm just used to that. People just don't like the truth. It's fine. I don't like the truth. It hurts. The truth always hurts. But we have to be real with ourselves. I can't make videos for you guys and lie the whole time. It's not fun having to make videos under a lie, because then it ruins your trust with your audience. Now, I did pass 1,000 subscribers, and by the way, guys, thank you so much for that. But I want to hold back on a thank you video because I have seen the number go up and down, and I want to be 100% sure that I've passed the 1,000 mark, because I did see it go from 1,003, then it drops to 999. It goes to 1,001, then it jumps to 98. So I want to wait a little bit more until I'm comfortable with the number. 1,000 subscribers. That's crazy. You guys are really amazing. To think that people would follow me for my opinion, for the type of video that I do, that's crazy. There's always a community on YouTube, and I always greatly appreciate that, because I don't have many friends to talk about detailing. And when I mean friends, I mean real life friends, not based off the internet. Because my friends on the internet are detailers, and I can communicate them well, but having real friends in like real life, it's really tough for me, because I'm different, I would say, because it's hard to like have them stay with you, because there's a lot of people who are self-interested nowadays. I guess it's because with the whole US economy right now, everyone's so self-interest now. They don't care about us. They don't want to talk to me. Oh, but when they see that I'm starting to become better than the man I was a couple years back, oh, then they suddenly want to start talking to me. Wow, they magically just wanted to start talking to me. Hey, Ricardo, can you hook me up on a detail? Can you give me a discount? No. Why would I give you a discount, man? Like, you should be supporting me. Like, asking for a discount, not me, any detailer out there. If you have a friend and they're a detailer, don't ask them for a discount. Support them. Pay for their services. Pay more if you can. That's just so disrespectful to do. It's really disheartening to ask for a discount for someone who trained years in their craft. That's a slap in the face. That's odd. Asking for a discount from a detailer, but you have no problem paying for that tequila shots that you paid for. You don't complain for alcohol, you don't complain for food, but oh, detailing, oh no, I can't put that much money. Yeah, well, I can't put much time in your car. That's my opinion. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start doing the pre-wash, but I'm starting to have second thoughts, because where I want to do the partial wrap are where the window borders are at. I don't know if you guys can see right there. Here, I'll just move the camera over so you guys can see. Yeah, where the window borders are at, there we go. So where the window borders are at, I want to do the wrap right here. Just the window borders on both sides, not the rear. Just a partial wrap. I financially cannot afford putting a whole entire wrap on the van. I want to keep it like that for now, and I'll just see how it goes. I want to put my brand. I don't want to put my email, phone number, none of that stuff. I want to be just known, but not like, hey guys, here's my address, here's my email, spam my email with advertisements. Yeah, right. No. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing the pre-wash procedure. I'm at an incline, so I'm gonna try my best to not spill anything here. So yeah, I'm gonna do 16 to 1. Let's see. There we go. I have 800 milliliters of water and 50 milliliters of solution. This is a unique color, man. That's a nice color. It's very clear. It's very liquidy. It's not syrupy like most shampoos. This is a very liquidy So I love the color. I'm just a fan of purple and pink, so this is a very nice, clean presentation right here. And it's funny because the bottle is actually red, and yeah, they're not the same color. I don't know. That's just nice to know. All right, turning on my EcoFlow battery, not generator. Now, like I said, the pre-wash is going to be applied using tap water. And then I will start rinsing. Right before the rinse, I'm going to switch it to DI water. So by the time the tap water runs out of the hose and the internals of the machine, DI water will then be used. So that way I could start the contact wash afterwards. Now this is a very runny solution. Well, obviously I'm using tap water and I'm using 16:1. So this will be very runny. Where I'm trying to apply the what's it called? The wrap, it's gonna be right here. So I'm gonna apply some APC dry as a pre-treatment. And it's gonna start loosening up that sealant that I have right here. So that way when I do an iron remover, it's going to remove it hopefully in one shot. Now you can see right away the paint is rejecting the soap. That's because Decon Cure is such a killer sealant. It's so hydrophobic. It's so resistant to so many things. It's crazy. It is crazy. Absolutely impressive. Now you guys see the struggles of doing detailing as a YouTube channel. It's the camera angles that I have to nail. I like taking the time to record my videos. I wanted you guys to get a good experience. I'm sorry, a good visual experience when watching my videos, because I've seen so many videos, not to be disrespectful or anything, but I prefer quality audio. The visual I can forgive, but the audio, man, is such a man, it kills a video very quickly. If your audio is not great, people start leaving immediately. It's just going to let that soak for a couple of minutes. I'm not going to do anything meticulous at the moment. Yes, I did apply the APC to treat the surface, but I'm going to keep it just sitting there for a bit. I might as well start. I'm going to start moving a little bit because I just realized the sun is kind of beating pretty hard. So I will start switching to the DI water, and time by time it starts swapping out. Alrighty, there we go. So now it should be running DI water by the time I'm done with the sides right here. Alrighty, so I'm going to start doing the what's it called, the rinse. I am going to be using a 20 or 15 degree nozzle because I want a bit more friction to get that nasty stuff off the surface, and also to reach the top because I'm not going to use my long lance for this wash. So yeah, just enjoy the visuals. Yeah, this is going to take some abrasion to remove. It's still beating like crazy, so that tells me the sealant had not been weakened or removed. That's going to be the tough part. I love Decon Cure, but goodness is the removal process a pain, because that's going to be a very lengthy process to remove. Things just add up very quickly. Now the rinse is done. So the reason why I'm adding a wrap is because not too long ago I was attending some car events or car meetups, and I tried attending those, but I didn't have anything. The only thing I brought that represented my brand was just my t-shirt. And honestly, that was probably the dumbest thing I ever done, because who's gonna look at some guy's t-shirt like, oh yeah, he's a detailer, maybe I should go to him? No, I didn't want to show up just to be like a marketing representative or anything like, hey guys, come to my detailing services. No, I just wanted to hang out with people, you know, people who actually take care of their cars. I don't encounter those people that often. And I'm not saying detail shops, I mean car people, like car people, not detailing people. Yeah, so I thought of getting a wrap so I can represent myself a little bit better. I want to represent my brand a little bit more, and also because I've been decorating the back during the Halloween season. Now that Christmas is coming over, I can't wait to decorate for Christmas. That's going to be a blast. All right. So I'm going to prep the bucket for the contact wash. Now I'm going to be using Bubbles luxury car shampoo. Hopefully the camera's focusing. Yeah, going to be using 1 mitt only. I'm only going to use 1 mitt. And before you double bucket crusaders start accusing me, oh, Cardo, you're a fraud. You're only using 1 bucket, 1 mitt, no grit guard. I'm unsubscribing. Thank you. Yeah, I have reasons why I'm doing this, and I know that people are so fixated with, no, 2 buckets, 2 grit guards, 1 wash mitt. Well, honestly, man, you need to think outside the box a little bit more. Try to have an open mind on why I'm doing this. Don't accuse me right away about this. Ask why I'm doing this instead of flaming me for something that you didn't even hear what I was about to say. So the reason why I do 1 bucket, 1 wash mitt is because there's already plenty of lubrication in here. Did you see how much soap I squirted in here? This is super slick right now. And then I'm gonna still foam the vehicle, which adds even more slickness to the surface. So really, the grit wasn't even gonna touch the surface in the first place. Which is why I do this. Because I have a way of thinking that isn't common, and these detailing companies don't want you to think like that, because that means you're a free thinker. And these companies don't like free thinkers, because then they realize some products are actually BS. Sorry to drop the fact bomb on you, but that's the truth. And same thing for detailing. Do you want your client to be 100% conscious on what you do? No. Your business would break if they know everything that you do and understand it and actually know how to perform it. You can't be a detailer if you're uncomfortable with ignorance, because you work on the boundary of what is known and what is unknown. I'm going to be using 16:1 dilution in the foam cannon using DI water. Now this isn't a product review of AM Details. I'm still working on testing this thing, but so far really good impressions. I'm not saying this is the next product I'm going to review, but this product is convincing me so much. So yeah, I threw in a wash mitt in there, and then I have a long, a long reach wash mitt. I'm gonna attach it to a pole so I can reach the windshield. Now I do love using a long reach mitt. I don't like getting on the stepping stool. It's just another thing to keep in mind of like how to detail and all that stuff, or what should you do in detailing. If one thing can perform the same exact thing as another thing, then just pick whatever floats your boat the most. I don't want to use a stepping stool because it's, one, a slip hazard, and I don't want to fall. And my joints are kind of getting a little rusty pretty soon, so I don't want to be taking those chances. I might as well just use this. I'm using a microfiber wash mitt. I'm not using brushes, so it's a safe method to use. And I'm only using it for the windshield and the roof. I never use this on the sides. No. Only the windshield and the roof. I'm not going to wash the roof in this wash and talk because I do plan on doing something up there, and I don't want to be fiddling around with all the ports and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is so much better foam. Yeah, using DI water really makes anything a night and day difference. Gonna lather the surface, or I'm sorry, the mitt, and then I'm going to wash the surface. Now I know some people are gonna be like, oh my God, Cardo, you're not using a wash mitt. I am. It's just different. I know a lot of people grew up with chemical guys. I know that for a fact. How? Because their YouTube channel is way too damn big for what they honestly deserve. Not trying to throw shade. Actually, yeah, I am throwing shade. Yeah, they have a lot of misleading information, trying to get you to buy product A, B, C, all the way to Z. And then they make another product that is literally the same thing, just smells different, looks different, but does the same exact thing. But because its community is so God, they're not open-minded people. Which is why I said you cannot be a detailer if you're uncomfortable with ignorance. If you're uncomfortable with ignorance, companies will take advantage of you. You won't be conscious of what you're buying. If you're conscious of what you're buying, oh my God, you would realize how empty your arsenal would be. Now, my arsenal's pretty big because I'm a channel. I have to look at these products. What do they do? Which one's the BS product? I have to review it for you guys. And I take pride in that. I like to help you guys out so you guys make a purchasing decision. Woo, buddy. Oh yeah. Ah, that's so much better foam. So yeah, I'd rather do the videos myself. I like to go overboard, honestly, with my research. I mean, you guys can already look at my honeydew snow foam and my what's it called, P&S Pearl review video. I go over the top. I show you guys how it works with and without DI water. I go over the pH ratings. I show you guys where you can use it outside of a wash. I like to go down the rabbit hole. So down, not even your most popular channels can do it. Or not that they can't do it, they just prefer not to because they, well, want to get to the point. But for me, I have this habit of overthinking things. It may or may not be healthy as a detailer. That's a discussion for another time. But for me, I love that stuff. I love going overboard and seeing what the thing can do, not just detailing, but anything in life. I want to understand it, see where I can use it elsewhere. Does it benefit me in other things? Because the thing I despise the most are objects, services, anything that only has one function. I'm not a fan of that stuff. Because that means there's no variety, there's no versatility. You're just buying a product that only has one function. I don't like those products. It feels forced that you only have one option and one option only. I don't like that stuff. And by the way, since I'm using DI water and a really high quality soap, this stuff can dry. It's not gonna streak or any of that stuff. Ooh, I should have thought about it before putting the wide angle camera. Yeah, because I can't switch back to the, I mean, yeah, I can, but I don't want to be constantly flipping the switch too many times. Gonna film the rest. And this is what I mean about only using a single bucket, no grit guards. It's because, look, do you realize how much foam is on this surface? There is so much foam that, and also, because I put Decon Cure, and I think there's all, because I also did some some washes behind camera. If I recall, there's like 3 layers of bead maker on this, so the contaminants don't even get to the paint. So if that's the case, I don't have to worry about doing 2 bucket methods, any of that excessive stuff. I cannot do the 2 bucket method. It is such a waste of water, time, most importantly time. If you're a business, yeah, you need a dose of reality. I see way too many detailing businesses getting like brainwashed, literally brainwashed, that they think the 2 bucket method will save them from swirls and scratches. It doesn't. It's been proven so many times, but like I said, you can't be a detailer. I'm sorry. You can't be a professional, respectful detailer if you're uncomfortable with ignorance. We work on the boundaries of what is known and unknown. And the 2 bucket method is on the known side. So we've already told you guys what works and doesn't work. But people are just too scared to jump into reality, unfortunately. That's just the truth. Yeah, I know. I've already been hit with so many comments of people flaming me for using 1 bucket. Honestly, I don't care, to be honest. It's my way of detailing. My way. Not the right way, but neither the wrong way. It's just my way. And you can do whatever method you want. You're not bounded to one method. The only one bounding you is yourself and your way of thinking. I love these. I'm loving these wash and talks. It's something when you write a script for YouTube and then you start saying what you have to say, type out what you want to say. You have to edit it. But it's another thing when I get to freely express myself in a wash like this. So if you guys are watching it to this point, thank you so much, because there's not a lot of people I can talk to about this stuff, like in person. So having a community that actually supports me is very heartwarming. Thank you guys. So let's continue the wash right here. And I don't think the sealant is coming off because the surface is still very hydrophobic, even after hitting it with the APC pre-treatment. Man, this sucks. I wanted to avoid the iron remover because that will for sure probably kill the sealant, because it's already like a month or 2 old. I don't remember. It's a very resistant sealant. It says it can go up to like 12 months or 6 months, something like that. Fact check me. I just said that blindly. But for sure, it lasts an incredibly, unbearably long time. Now, why did I pick Cure? Because I love sealants that can deliver mostly on the gloss. I personally am not a fan of longevity sealants because you can have a durable sealant, but it has no visual benefits. Because I know some people are big fans of like turtle wax, waxes and sealants. They do last a long time. I will admit that they do function. But if you look at the cars, they don't look that great. They say, oh yeah, the sealant is still there. I never waxed it until then. Well, that's why. You don't wax it. You don't top it with anything. So that's why I'm a huge fan of Beadmaker. Yes. Yes. And I have shown it numerous of times. It does not last long. It does not last long. It only lasts like 2 weeks of continuous washing. I top it usually. I add like 2 or 3 layers of Beadmaker during washes. I use it as like what's it called, a drying aid. And then I start drying the car with it while it's wet. And that's one thing I noticed about Beadmaker. It works better when the surface is wet. All right, there we go. Yeah, I normally apply Beadmaker wet. Makes my life easier. You will never ever catch me using a turtle wax paint protection. No, I'm done with them. I've used turtle wax and shine, something like that. That $7 small bottle, the most popular wax in the world. I've loved that product. I've used it for like 13 years. 13 years. I've used it for a very long time. I've loved it. But the day that I used Beadmaker, that thing had to go. I'm sorry, turtle wax. You guys hold a special place in my heart for nostalgia. But you guys got competitors, and you guys gotta really fight that competition, especially with your hybrid lineup. Because I honestly feel like the hybrid lineup is very gimmicky. I'm sorry, not gimmicky. It's niche. Because I know what turtle wax is trying to do. They're trying to be detailer focused. Well, if that's the case, why don't you give us a product that actually can compete with the other brands? And honestly, I don't care if Turtle Wax comes out with a product that costs expensive as the other ones. That's not my worry. The price, I don't care about the price. If it can deliver, if it can compete, then you sold me. But at the time, the Slick and Slide the soap is too comparable. There's other products I'd much rather use. They're hybrid, what's it called? Polish. They're hybrid wax, hybrid ceramic this, graphene that. I am already tired of the whole graphene buzzword. Turtle Wax came in pretty late, honestly. Graphene's pretty dead, in my opinion. And there's also no proof of showing that it lasts 10 years. Because these brands never mention how they did their testing. Hey guys, it lasts 10 years, buy it. But we won't show you how we tested it. Oh, give me a break. I'm already done with the contact wash. It's still beating like crazy. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do a full decontamination with this thing. All right, so what I'm going to do is foam the whole entire van once more, just to reactivate the soap that's streaking, because I do see it streaking on the glass, which tells me that it's probably everywhere else or all over the panel. Because neither do I want to overly foam the area, because I'm just trying to rinse it off. I need a little bit of soap to reactivate it, and also I need the remaining soap that's in here for the iron removal process, because I still need to neutralize the chemical. Man, having iron remover residue on your on your car is a no-no. You might want to neutralize it, because yes, the product is pH neutral. I need to find that video, and I need to prove it too, that once the metal turns purple, once it's dissolved, I've seen a channel pick up all of that purple stuff, pH tested, and surprisingly it was acidic. So yeah, I can't guarantee that it's pH neutral, whatever brand you choose. So I'm gonna have to do a whole lot of testing off camera, or shoot, I might even do it as like a wash and talk, but I'm gonna be doing testing and talk. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna start rinsing the van, not with a 15-degree nozzle. No, definitely not 0 degree. There we go. This is like a 25-ish degree nozzle. Whew. Yeah, I'm not gonna show the rest of the rinse, so I'll be right back with you guys. I'm gonna rinse the whole vehicle. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the polishing process now. I am gonna give it an iron remover, then clay it, then polish it, see what happens, because that sealant is not coming off, and it's still hydrophobic on the surface, so that tells me the sealant is still present, and I have to do a quick test spot to see what's gonna happen, because there is no way I'm going to let this vehicle get wrapped knowing that there's a residue on the surface that's going to prevent it from adhering to the surface. We're going to give it an iron remover first, see what happens. If it kills the sealant in one go, well, then there we go. I just have to clay it and that's it. I don't need to do anything else. If I iron remove it and I clay it and it still does not come off, oh, that's the worst thing that can happen. I'm going to have to use abrasive methods to remove the sealant, and that's the thing I don't want to do. As you can see, it's still beating like crazy, and that's what I don't want. So now we're going to see how it works with an iron remover. I'm going to be using a P&S Iron Buster. I love this. It smells horrible though. So I'm going to have to take a couple steps back here. See, I do a test spot. I have to step away for a bit. Good thing I'm doing this outdoors. God forbid detailers doing this indoors. My God, get some ventilation, get a fan going in there. So yeah, there is. I don't see iron being removed. I don't see any purple magic going on. Maybe down here would probably work better. I have been driving the freeway quite a bit, so there might be a chemical reaction right there. Because it is, oh, I see it now. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see it. There we go. It's starting to magically turn purple. But the thing is, it's not purple up here. I mean, I can see it's very faint. You guys won't be able to see it on camera. I can see it with my own eyes. It's just a subtle hue of purple. Maybe if I rinse it off, you guys will probably see it better. But yeah, that's not turning purple at all. So let's see, we're gonna do a rinse. It's already been a minute or two. Oh no, that's what I didn't want happening. Dang it. It's still beating. Crap. That's the thing I didn't want happening. Dang it. Oh no, I'm gonna have to clay bar this thing, and that's what I didn't want to do. I wanted to remove it chemically, not use physical abrasion, because I've already clayed and gave it a cleaner wax before. I don't want to do anything more to the paint. Whoa, this chemical guy's yellow clay bar is a pain to remove. during winter. It's stiff as hell. Man, I should have done what Miranda Detailing does. He always what's it called? He always puts it in warm water so like it softens it up. I should probably do that. I'm gonna start molding it. All right. Now, I'm not a fan of Chemical Guys products. Never have. Or not never have. I'm trying to stop using their brand because there's a lot of problems going on in the world that I don't want to mention just yet. But I did have a gallon just laying around of Wipeout. I'll probably switch to a different IPA or make my own IPA. But as of now, I'm using Wipeout from Detail Garage and their yellow clay bar. I'm using this as clay lube. Don't buy clay lube. No, guys. Don't buy dedicated clay lube. Don't buy single functioning products. That don't waste your money. Remember what I said about you can't be a professional detailer if you're uncomfortable with ignorance? This is one of those examples. You need to think outside the box. You need to get out your comfort zone. I had a hard time getting out of my comfort zone because I too was brainwashed with Chemical Guys. All they do is tell you to buy this and that, new product alert. Yeah, you're a subscription. That's all you were to them. You're just a subscription client. You're not a community-driven client. You're nothing to them. They don't know you. All they care about is making money. That's all they care. There's nothing on my clay bar, so as expected, there's a sealant. Why would it have anything? Oh no, and then the worst thing that I didn't want happening happened just now. Crap. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. Crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to abrade the surface. This is what I didn't want to do. Crap. Man, I could sit here swearing all day. The one thing that I didn't want to do happened, and fortunately, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet. Now I'm gonna use quite a lot of towels. I'm gonna have to use a bunch of Costco terry towels. Now I see people getting mad at people who are detailers using Costco towels. What do they do to you? They're towels. They have no other function other than to wipe or soak up product. Actually, what if I spray some iron remover and try to physically agitate it? I wonder what happens. Oh, this is gonna smell bad. Crap. Oh, I just saw what happened right here. I don't know if you guys caught it on camera. The sealant rejected the iron remover because it's a liquid. And that's not good. It means it's not letting the iron remover do its chemical thing. My towel is not purple, so that tells me it's still clean. That's good. That's good. Let's see what happens. Oh. I don't notice a difference on both sides. Yeah, the iron remover wipe down didn't do anything. Oh goodness, that's what I didn't want happening. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to polish the whole thing. I'm gonna have to be a little bit abrasive with this stuff, which is what I didn't want happening. Now I'm gonna just blow dry it then, because the rest of the vehicle can dry on its own. I'm using DI water. I don't need to dry anything, so it's perfectly fine. Now I don't need to blow dry the whole entire thing. I just need the window area. I'm only focusing on the areas that I have to focus on. Time to polish then. So I'm going to be using a Flex PXE80. I'm going to be using a 3 to 4 inch pad, whatever you guys call it. And I am using the, crap, I don't even know what size this random mortable, like what millimeter is it? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to be using a 3-inch white finishing pad, and I am going to be using some Kosh Chemi's fine cut. I mean, I've never used this, but I've heard great things about it, and I have full confidence on my resources on where I get product recommendations. Apex Detail, Miranda, I trust these guys. These guys work as businesses, and that's the important part. Get your resources from businesses. Don't get them directly from the companies, because the companies will only tell you the good things. And definitely do not get your resources from detail supply shops. Detail supply shops only care about selling the product. They're not going to care about what your experience is, which is why I like Obsessed Garage, and I affiliated with them. I'm very picky who I affiliate myself with, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Yeah, because Matt is a very honest person. He does not hold back on his opinions. Now I just wanted to do a couple of passes. I want to see what happens first. No, don't use the the iron remover towel. No, I'm going to use a bit of wipeout to gently mist this area and get this stuff off. I want to see what happens to the hydrophobics of this surface. Now the polish is, whoa, the polish is a bit on the grippy side. But I can see it's, I did do some work, I think. Now I'm not here for swirls. No, this stuff is gonna get wrapped. You don't need to worry about swirls or scratches or paint defects. That's not my concern. I just need this wax-free. Oh, actually, hold up. Did that kill the sealant? It feels completely different on this side. I need to try it with some water. Hold up. All right, here we go. Hopefully it works. Oh my goodness, that actually did something. Yeah, I can see it's not beating, it's sheeting like crazy. All right then. All right. And now I just need to get my leaf blower again. So that tells me this might need a second pass. I mean, yeah, I did it in a single pass to do a difference, but I feel like, I can go a little bit more. So I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna give you guys a different camera angle because I had to use my left side to do this. The sun's setting very quickly and I want to get this over with. We just had daylight savings. And I don't like it. I don't like it. The time went back. And that ruined my flow, because then the sun sets a lot quicker. Well, not that it sets quicker. The time gives me a sun that I don't like, that it's over too quickly. Now, if you guys notice, I am not polishing this like a typical polishing procedure. I'm going a lot faster. I'm not doing paint enhancement, not paint correction. This is just to get this stuff off. And unfortunately, yeah, the sealant that I chose just wasn't going to cut it via chemical removal. It's just too resistant. Now that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad representation of the product. I love Cure. I've already applied it to, I think, 2 or 3 vehicles. I love Cure. It's such a hydrophobic, resistant sealant. But it is a bummer that I have to remove it so soon in its lifespan, because I have to do a polish. I have to do a wrap. Sorry about that. Now I did tease how my wrap is going to look like. on YouTube, on the community section, I did make it as like a text post and an image. So make sure you guys check that out if you guys have time. Yeah, I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. The wrap is gonna be printed from Vinyl Labs. They're here in Southern California, literally just like a couple miles away from Disneyland. Really nice area. Ah, stupid fly. Yeah, it's a really nice area over there. Sucks that the homeless crisis is obscured over there, though. Whoa, they actually removed the swirls. Oh my god. I didn't expect it to work right now. I have a couple of swirls that go right here, and then it fades out right here. Oh, oh, I like this. Oh, I guess I'm addressing the swirls unintentionally. All right, now time to see how the water is now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of passes, or one really long pass. Be a super lengthy process. I'm gonna probably like just cut it right here and focus on something else while I'm off camera, because there's really nothing much to talk about here. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still new to this wash and talk kind of thing, so I'm trying to think of what I can say, because I feel like I'm just going at random. I'm pretty inconsistent with my topics. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just not used to talking freely like this. Can you do a whole car with this? Yeah, it'll just take forever. Now some people are probably wondering, wait, Carter, don't you have a 5-inch machine? Yes, and I sold it. Why? Because I want to get a cordless one. Yeah, I had a Torque 15DA again from Chemical Guys, and I'm trying to get a reliable brand, some like an actual brand that focuses on the quality of their machines, not like half-baked machines spit it out, just let the consumers figure it out themselves. No, I don't like a product with that design philosophy. Maybe I might get a what's it called, a Rupes machine or a Flex. They're both really good. Say what you want. I just like both of them. They're really good machines. Whoa, this side's completely different feeling from this side. Yeah, this side feels smoother than the sealant side. That's good. That tells me where I can proceed and stop. Yeah, I can feel the line is right over here. Like the line's like somewhere in the middle. It is a lot softer on this side than here. I can feel it's grippy. I don't know if you guys can catch it on camera. I'm already wiping this side like crazy, and I could still see a faint line. Oh, it's removing the water spots. Oh, that's another bonus. It's removing the swirls and the water spots. Oh my goodness, I'm doing a lot of things unintentionally here. I know people are going to accuse me of, oh, Carter, you're doing too many mistakes on your polishing. You're not holding it right, and a lot of mean things. I'm not a pro polisher, man. I'm telling you that right now. 1-to-1, I am not a pro polisher. I will admit that. I know I want to go back to school, though. I know there's a lot that goes into the craft. And even at a master level, like at Rennie Dole, I feel like the education that goes into it just doesn't stop. He is still learning, even at the master level. New technologies come out, new products, tools, methods, new paint. The car manufacturers are changing their paint through time. So there's a lot of education that goes into, or Ammo NYC. Man, I love the guy. He's very honest, very open-minded, and he is uncomfortable with ignorance. And no, I'm not sorry. He is comfortable with ignorance. He knows how to think outside the box. He's already gotten over it, which is why he's so successful right now. He can think outside the box. If you guys can think outside the box, you will be successful individuals, free from the shackles of these companies that try to sell you watered down, diluted products. I'm so used to like washing. I don't get any polishing clients because I honestly reject most of them because what they're asking is beyond what I am comfortably capable of. Because I see some of them saying like, oh, I want this paint corrected. Specifically mentioned paint corrected. I'm like, oh, so you know the difference between correction and enhancement? And they say, yes, I do know. I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm glad we're on the same page. So what are you asking about? Like, what service do you want? Oh, I have this classic Lexus, some random. I'm terrible with the names for cars, especially the classic cars. I was at a car show and this guy said like, oh, I have a classic Lexus I want paint corrected and I want this. And then when I told him the price, well, I can do this, but I'm not going to do that level that you want it done because I was honest with him. I don't have the certificate to perform such a service. I'd rather decline the service than take a gamble on the credibility of my brand. Because services like that are easily in the $800, $900, even $1,000 price range. I am not going to gamble my brand, my respect on something that I'm not too comfortable with. I told him, sorry man, but I don't have a degree or a certificate that that certifies me that I'm capable of doing such a job. And he was like, oh no, why can't you do it? But it's okay, you could do it on my car. I declined it right away because here's my way of thinking about it. If you want to pay someone $1,000 to do a very meticulous job, it's not a car wash. It's a paint enhancement, paint correction, sanding may be involved. If you're gonna pay someone $1,000 for that type of service, they better have a certificate regarding that. Because if they don't and they mess something up, well, guess what? Where's the reliability? Who's gonna take responsible for the damage of the vehicle? And it's a very nasty, ugly mess. And I don't have to explain anything because I'm sure you guys heard of the stories of people getting their cars messed up because they went to an unreliable detailer. Not unreliable, not trained, untrained detailer. So when you go hire somebody, it's not to be disrespectful or anything or to doubt their work. Just simply ask, hey, do you have a certificate in detailing? Do you have a paint correction, paint enhancement, wet sanding certificate? Well, what school did you go to? I know some detailers are afraid when they ask that question. Oh my God, they're doubting me. Oh my God, I got it. No, you should be proud where you went to school. If the school taught you well and confidently gave you that certificate, you should be able to do the job. If you're uncomfortable, that means the school didn't train you enough. They didn't teach you what you had to do. Or you still want to learn more. So honestly, man, be proud that you have a certificate because I don't have one and I can do the job, but I don't want to gamble my credibility for a job that meticulous. So be happy that you have a certificate. And if you don't have a certificate, save up some money, work a little bit more overtime, get a side hustle, and go back to school when you can. That's what I want to do. I want to save up enough money so that way I can go back to detailing school. I don't know where, but for sure I want to take a polishing course. Not those half-baked ones that are like, oh yeah, we'll only teach you for 2 hours. No, I want those 5 days of non-stop polishing. I want that respect what high-end detailers have. Reflection artists, Rennie Dole, the what are they called? The KXK, the wet sanding dudes. I want that level of respect. I want that level of training. I know I can't learn it in 5 days. I can't be a master in 5 days. But if I have to take multiple days to become a master, I will do it. It's all in the practice. I don't have the money or the time to do I don't have the time or money to constantly go out and buy a bunch of services that train me for polishing and all that stuff. I don't have the money because those courses are like $1,000, and not to mention they're not located anywhere near me, which means I would have to travel out. I would have to go far away. I would have to find a hotel. I would have to save up some money to live there, pay for gas, get transportation. Because it's not a simple, oh yeah, just pay $1,000 for the school, go there and goodbye. No. I'm in Southern California. One of the schools that I want to go to is the PNS Extreme Master Course, something like that. It's for 5 days, but they are located just north of San Francisco. And whew, I've been to San Francisco once. Loved the area, loved the views. But where the place is, it's really expensive. Cost of living is way too damn high over there. And I don't have the money to pay for the school and check out for a couple days at a hotel, a place to live. Now I was thinking I'll probably live in my own van, change it into a camper van, take out everything, put my bed in there. And since I'm still in California, I could probably go get a Planet Fitness card, the black card, and just take a shower in one of the gyms up north. I'll probably have to talk with Planet Fitness to see how that works. But yeah, I don't have the money. I don't have the time to do that right now. But hopefully through progression of my channel and other things, I can probably start going back to school. So yeah, that's just the crazy part about training, because it's very meticulous work, and I don't think vans of Amazon vans passing by. Don't want to get them in the shot. Alrighty, so yeah, that's my story. This was a nice wash and talk. I mean, not fully washing, because I have this to fix. The unfortunate failure of chemical removal of the surface. My God, can't believe I have to do this. It's not that I don't like it, it's just I wasn't unprepared for this. I didn't expect it to be so resilient. And that's a bonus for my product review that I'm going to host later down the line. Because damn, what's it called? A sealant that can withstand an iron remover at point blank. That is impressive. Very, very impressive. Ooh, this is a smooth paint. Yeah, I can tell it's less grippy, which is exactly what I want. I want this prepared for when I go to the wrap shop. Because personally speaking, if I'm gonna have something done to my car, any car or my van, if I'm gonna get something done to it, that there is something that I can do it, that I can guarantee that it was done properly, I'd rather do it myself, and I'll just let them know, hey, I already did it. I'll take real responsibility if anything happens. I prefer that, because I don't know what brands they're gonna be using on my van. I'm not doubting the business. I'm not doubting the business. It's just I am that picky customer that nobody wants. I'm just very meticulous. with who touches my projects or my cars, my family members' cars. I want to take care of them, make sure they're going to the right hands, because I spent way too many hours on this van for somebody to mess it up somehow. Which is why I hate going to the dealership. They're so... Mercedes-Benz, their dealerships are garbage in California. They don't care how they step in the car. They bring the dirt from their mechanic boots inside, leave a giant oil stain. When they work on the vehicle, on the, what's it called, the engine, they have the hood open, they put a rag. They swirl the crap out of the surface. Those, my God, Mercedes-Benz, you guys don't care about your clients' cars, and this is not a cheap car. Oh, but the bill, that's not cheap for sure. They'd rather charge me that and not care about the rest of the car. What the hell? Do I have a dent? I see a dent, but I don't... It looks like it's from the inside. That's weird. All right, I'll probably focus on that later. Alrighty, guys. So I think I'm going to call the video right there. Yeah, this is going to be a lengthy process, and the sun's setting, and I don't like the video that's too dark or too blue shifted, because the shadows make just very unpleasant visuals that I personally do not like when I'm video editing. So I'm going to end the video right here. This is a nice wash and talk, honestly. I get to freely express myself without being limited on what I have to say, because I know in my other videos, when I do a full in-depth detail, I'm narrating, give good visuals, try to make sure everything is nicely edited, recorded, and all that stuff. But it's nice that I can do this without having to worry about too much about the camera angle, being meticulous, what time of the day it is, because on the phone, on my iPhone 13, it captures so much better the light than my other DSLR camera. It's not that great in low light, so I'm glad I have this camera right here so I can have the flexibility to do videos like these. So yeah, I enjoyed this wash and talk. If you stayed till the end of this video, thank you guys so much. Like, that's crazy. You watched the whole entire video. That's a lot of support, and I appreciate people like you guys willing to watch the content, my ideas, my own thoughts and opinions, because I know there's people who are not that vocal and just care about the product getting shown but not elaborate on that because they're trying to be brand respectful. I don't care about brand respect. I want to focus on my opinion. My opinion matters most, and if I have to be brutally honest, I will do it. I don't care how much the brand will pay me, like, just to remove my thoughts. I'm gonna be brutally honest about certain things. Brand that I respect, then I'll be vocal about that too. I will tell you guys what I love and I don't love. So wash and talks like these help me be a little bit more expressive, because I know the brands aren't going to watch the whole entire video. So glad that you guys are able to. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will have another wash and talk video like this later down the line. I didn't really tell you guys. Sorry about that. This was so sudden. Yeah, I do have a lot of projects going on right now. I have the EcoFlow battery showcase. Not a product review, just a showcase. I'm still editing that. I still have to get some other things out of the way first. But I'm glad I finally did a wash and talk, because I feel like I can finally elaborate what I think more freely with you guys, and we can also watch how I wash my car. So I think that's a very unique experience. So yeah, guys, sorry that I suddenly just jumped in out of nowhere saying, oh, here's a wash and talk. Maybe for the next one, I'll let you guys know ahead of time, so that way you guys can ask me questions on my YouTube. I am going to post it as like a little post. Just throw your questions at me, detailing or not, doesn't matter. I will look through the questions, or follow me on Instagram, because I am very, very active over there. I am constantly posting on my stories, doing posts. So if you guys aren't followed, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll probably have it linked down below in the description for you guys to check out. So yeah, guys, this was an interesting one, and I look forward to the next one. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Have a good time.